Welcome to One Chapter, One Thought. I'm Pastor Chris from Lincroft Bible Church in New Jersey, and every weekday I read one chapter of the Bible and offer one brief devotional thought. Today's reading is from the book of Psalms, chapter 15. A Psalm of David. Who may worship in your sanctuary, Lord? Who may enter your presence on your holy hill? Those who lead blameless lives and do what is right, speaking the truth from sincere hearts. Those who refuse to gossip or harm their neighbors or speak evil of their friends. Those who despise flagrant sinners and honor the faithful followers of the Lord and keep their promises even when it hurts. Those who lend their money without charging interest and who cannot be bribed to lie about the innocent. Such people will stand firm forever. One thought. What kind of person can enter God's presence? What kind of person can have a relationship with God? David describes this kind of person throughout Psalm 15. He may even be describing this anointed king that's coming, that comes up repeatedly in these early Psalms, but particularly in Psalm 2. But whoever he's describing, he gives us a picture of the kind of things that they do and the kind of things that they don't do. This person that is holy and this person that can enter God's presence. They lead a blameless life. They live with integrity. They do what is right. They're fair. They're just. They always seek to do the right thing. They speak the truth from sincere hearts. As Jesus says, out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks, and so they have these inward desires oriented towards God and towards serving others. Then they refuse to gossip. I love the Hebrew idiom in this verse. Literally, it says they do not walk on their tongue. This image of walking on one's tongue is kind of like how we talk about running someone down with our comments or our words. It's using your tongue to walk all over someone. That's what gossip is. They refuse to harm their neighbors. They seek the good of the community. In fact, the righteous are those that disadvantage themselves for the advantage of the community. They won't speak evil of their friends. They guard their lips. They watch out for what they say. They despise flagrant sinners. This might be distasteful for us, but we need to understand that there are some people that we should not pity, not have compassion on, those that are flagrant sinners, meaning these are the wicked and the ones in control, the ones that are exploiting and oppressing others. They are to be opposed. The righteous person honors other faithful followers of the Lord. They lift them up. They give them honor and encouragement. They keep promises even when it hurts. They always keep their word. And then they lend money without charging interest and cannot be bribed to lie about the innocents. In other words, they have complete integrity in the financial realm. Money is such a huge part of the human experience, and so obviously God's righteousness would intersect with our view of money. And so we must not exploit others. We must not allow our sense of right and wrong to be skewed by bribes or gifts or different things like that. We must always stand firm in how we use our money, how we talk, how we treat others. But if we really ponder this psalm then, to answer the question, who may enter God's presence, is no one. Except one. No one has ever truly lived this way, even David himself. No one's truly lived this way except one person, Jesus. He was the only one who could ever truly enter God's presence because of his complete perfection and total submission to the will of God. But the amazing truth of the gospel is that because of Jesus' obedience, because of Jesus' perfect sacrifice, because of Jesus' victorious resurrection, we too can now enter into God's presence. Now, I don't know if the disciple Matthew, who wrote the Gospel of Matthew, had this psalm in mind when he wrote about the crucifixion of Jesus, but I think a passage in Matthew 27 certainly illustrates the psalm incredibly well. When Jesus is crucified, it says that the curtain in the temple was ripped or torn from top to bottom. The temple was the centerpiece of the Jewish religion, and it had different rooms in it. It had an outer court, an inner court, different sanctuaries, a holy place, and then the most holy place, which was the innermost sanctum of the temple. And there was about a 12-inch thick curtain that separated the most holy place from the rest of the temple. This room which symbolized the place of God's presence. And now, when Jesus is crucified, it's almost as if God's very hands reached down from heaven, grabbed the curtain from the top, and tore it in two. And why did he do that? So we could have access to his presence. It's, as one author puts it, God tore the veil, and it's like he's saying, come on in. Come on in. You can get to know me now. You can have a relationship with me now. You can be in my presence. And all of that was made possible through the life, through the death, and then through the resurrection of Jesus.